Let's get started, shall we? Hello, friends. I'm moving my microphone. I hope it's not making a terrible sound. How's everybody doing? Welcome to my Wednesday stream. Usually on Wednesdays, I take a look at a new indie game, and I do have a few in the queue for that. But I've had a very long day, and I'm extremely tired. So this is going to be a super chill, super relaxed stream where I'm just going to play around with some Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I will not be playing the character of Junkie, who is my Saturday character. It's been going on for I think a month now, actually. Junkie's doing well. Instead, I thought it would be fun to, hey, Trunks. Yeah, super relaxed playing Cataclysm. Believe it or not, that is a thing you can do. Because it's a turn-based game, I can just, stop at any moment and just be like, hey, let's relax for a while. Let's think carefully through what we're going to do. I don't have to react to anything. I don't have to learn anything new, basically. I've been playing a lot of this game lately. This has been my go-to between this and Animal Crossing. I've just been vegging out a whole lot. Whenever I'm not working or writing, I'm doing this. I'm glad to hear you're doing okay, Trunks. I'm very tired. I had a doctor's appointment today. It had been postponed for months because of the whole gestures vaguely at the universe. And it was really exhausting. Everything's fine, don't worry about it. It was basically just to get some test results, but it was just such an ordeal. It was a long, long wait in a waiting room full of people. They had a radio in the waiting room, and this is my worst enemy, is radios in waiting rooms, because I was younger than everyone else there by at least 3 decades. Everyone there was, in their 60s. And I'm, in my 30s. And they all had the radio turned up really, really loud because they're all losing their hearing as they're old. And I have hyperacusis, which means that loud noises are extremely physically painful on my ears. So I was in agony for over an hour in the waiting room. And I finally went in, and the doctor had no useful information for me. And it was just a waste of several hours of my life. It was crap. Hey, Serenar. Evening. Pleasant time of day to all. Anyway, that's why I'm so tired. It was an exhausting day overall. So instead of the game that I was planning on checking out tonight, because checking out a new game takes more energy. You have to learn how to play. You have to, learn new things. We'll set that aside for this week. Next Wednesday, I should be back with that. I have several games that I'm excited to share with you all. But for today, I'm just going to play some Cataclysm. And my thought was, I'm going to... there's 2 different playstyles that I want to share. Lately, I've managed to get a few people interested in this game, and people are basically playing with the default settings, which is cool. That's basically what we're doing with Junkie, more or less default settings. However, there are very different ways you can play this game, which, if you're new to the game, you probably aren't aware of. And there's 2 that I want to share today. Maybe I'll let you folks choose which one we look at first. We'll do one of them, I'll show it off a bit, and then we'll do the other one. One of them is called an In the Woods playthrough, which is basically, there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but you live in the woods. No towns, no cities. You can even turn the zombies off, and because this game is so detailed, you can actually turn it into just a proper wilderness survival simulator with no monsters if you want to. And it's still very challenging. So there's that. And then the other one is what I call the old school zombie apocalypse, where the zombies are really, really slow and not very strong, but there's just so many of them that you get exhausted trying to fight them off. And for that, I make a megacity map where there is no wilderness and you cannot go and escape in the woods. So which one would you folks like to see first? I also have, by the way, if you're paying attention on the Discord, you probably know already, I have added some channel reward things specific to this game, which I'll use on Saturdays, and I have them enabled for today. So feel free to look at those. I know some of you have been stockpiling those channel points, and you've got, tens or hundreds of thousands of them. So you can mess me up, basically, in the game with those once we get started. Are there any requests? Does anyone have a preference which one we start with? Like the sound of the wilderness? All right, let's start with the wilderness survival. So, as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of worlds now. I've been playing around. Aw, Jam. Aw, shucks. Thanks. Jam has just purchased a shout out to Ira. Ira, if you're out there, apparently you're pretty awesome. That's what Jam said. Anyway, let's make a new world. I have, and is it here? I have, yes. There is a mod which is not in the launcher. It's this one here. It's called Wild Living. And you can't get it from the launcher. You can download it from a website. If anyone wants this after, remind me in the Discord and I'll share the link for it. I don't have it handy right now. You have to manually download it. It's not difficult to do so. You put it in a folder and it's ready. This certain parts of the game really assume that you're going to have access to modern tools. And since in this playthrough you won't have access to modern tools, this mod will make it, well, basically adds new recipes and new items that you can make to get around that. We can also put in the rural only map gen mod, which is a core content pack, comes by default in the game. And so I think maybe the mining mod, yeah, we'll put the mining mod in there so we can mine for minerals eventually. My Sweet Cataclysm is a fun one. I'm not going to use that. It turns everything into candy, basically. We don't need any of these because these all have to do with the towns. So we'll leave those for now. I also, sometimes people get a little confused as to how you go between default, blacklist, and balanced. There's 3 different categories of mods, and they show you here, but it's a little bit confusing because it looks like it's just a highlight. But if you press the greater than and less than, which if you have a QWERTY or Quartz keyboard should be shift, comma, or shift period, it'll go between those. So blacklist, for an In the Woods playthrough, you can leave the zombies on, but I kind of want to show what this is like when it is purely just wilderness survival. So I'm going to turn on the No Monsters mod. So that means the only creatures I'll see are wilderness creatures. That doesn't mean it's safe, mind you. There are things like moose and cougars and bears and stuff like that. But we won't see zombies now. So we've taken Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead and turned it into just a wilderness simulator, wilderness survival simulator. And I'm also going to turn on Stats Through Skills, which is a fun mod where as your skills progress, which happens very slowly in this type of game because there's no books to read to increase your skills, your stats will also increase. So if you get really, really good at certain skills, like your strength will increase or your intelligence will increase. I find that really handy, especially if you're playing for a long time. World options. I'm going to set it to keep, although I'm just making this one to show you folks. We have the cities turned off, but I'm still going to set them to 0 and set the spacing to the max of 8. We can leave these alone because the zombies are not going to be spawning. I think we'll turn off Monster Evolution just in case, but it shouldn't be necessary. Monster Speed and Resilience, I will leave it 100%, and I think this will just apply to the wilderness creatures. So we'll leave them as strong as they ever are. We could even make them stronger if we wanted more of a challenge, but since I just want to show this as a survival simulator, we'll do that, and I think we don't need to change anything else. So we can finalize the world. Sugarland Run. Does anyone have any suggestions or requests for the name? Otherwise, I'll go with Greenvale. I think is fine. You won't really see this anyway, so I'll just use Greenvale. Sure you're finished? Yes. It's going to generate the world. It doesn't actually generate until you actually load up a character in it. Start a new game. If anyone wants to name this this PC, start thinking of a name now, because I won't wait for long. Custom character in Greenvale. Okay, we'll just wait for it to load up all of the game assets, which shouldn't take long because I already had the game running before the stream. Here's another thing you can do, which I think is fun. You can change the point limits when you generate or in the main settings, but you can also choose this option, which is freeform, no limits. You can make yourself as crazy as you want. Now, because we have no cities in the game, it has removed all of the scenarios which require a city start. So by default, it starts with Migo Camp, which we don't want. Maybe Medieval Peasant would be a good one. You have only the hoose on your legs and knife at your side and your prayers to Mary, Mother of God. Just Wilderness start. Or we can just have regular old Wilderness start, which I think is fine. For profession, I'm not going to pick Survivor. I want to pick something that makes sense. So one way to do this is to start with Naked and Afraid, where you start with literally nothing. This is tough. It is doable. If you know what you're doing. Let's go ahead and try Naked and Afraid. Other things that you can try are usually further down on the list here. You can try things like Trapper, or I think there's one that's just like Woodsman or something. It could be a Miner. No, not Miner. That's too much tech. What's the one that I did last time? Let me find it. It's in here somewhere. All this crazy stuff. Naturalist is the one that I picked before. Everything that you have is made out of fur. You have a bow and arrows and stuff like that. Let's try Naked and Afraid. Let's see if I'm good enough at this. I'm probably not. We might just die. I'm going to change perception to 11, strength to 10, and intelligence and dexterity up 1. Again, I have turned off the point limits, so I could make myself fully just overpowered. The main reason I turned the limits off is because I like to choose a lot of these traits. I think it's fun. Since we're in the wilderness, I want animal empathy. It means animals are less likely to attack. A lot of these are just not that necessary. Well, I'll leave the... I very often take fleet-footed good hearing. I'll take good memory, maybe? No, we don't really need good memory. I will want... Let's see. I will want night vision. I will want pack mule, which lets you carry more value. Don't worry, I'll take some negative ones too to balance this out a little bit. But I promise you, if I'm starting Naked and Afraid in the wilderness with no cities, no access to anything, it's gonna be challenging enough, even with good stuff here. And probably weak scent. All right, and now we can pick something to add a little bit of a challenge. Making myself nearer farsighted would be a much greater challenge now because I'm not going to be able to find backup pairs of glasses, and I don't think you can craft glasses, so I won't take that. I mean, it would be very easy to take things like hates books, junk food intolerance. That's easy. This is a little bit cheaty here. I don't really need to do this. See, meat intolerance would be fatal because meat winds up being one of the main sources of food at the start. If anyone has any requests, feel free to shout them out in the chat. But let's not make it... It's already going to be very difficult because I'm starting with nothing. And it'll be cold, so I have no clothing. I'll have to build a fire as quickly as possible. Get a request? Hi, Crunk. Redeem shout out for request. Hair brown fro. Oh, sure, if you like. Hair brown fro. Got my wilderness afro. I get it, Crunk. I get it. You followed instructions, even though you know it's not what I meant. All right, let's leave this for now. I don't want to spend too long creating this character. I do want to give myself some skills. Probably archery, couple cooking, a little fabrication and first aid. And yes, this is overpowered a little bit. But again, I'm taking a pretty difficult challenge here. All right, let's go with this. Has anyone come up with a request for a name? I'm going to close my eyes and continually hit the gender swap. Okay, a male. Steve. All right. Steve it is. Select starting location. Field, middle of nowhere, campsite. Campsites shouldn't spawn, actually. They might, though. There might be some things that will spawn even though we've tried to turn it all off. We'll see. Let's go. Actually, you know what? Let's save this template. Wild Steve. Just in case we die really fast. You need a surname. Oh, it's too late. It's just Steve. Look at Naked Steve. Naked Steve in the woods. So here's our map. Oh, we've got something here. What's this? A Triffid Grove. Well, that's bad. Let's not go there. Let's not go to the Triffid Grove. Okay, so first priorities. I need fire, and I need something to eat, right? To make fire, I am going to... Oh my god. I can't carry anything because I'm naked. This may have been too much of a challenge, folks. Found a string. I can carry one thing in my hands all times, so we've got to choose a spot. All right, here's a second rock. So I'm gonna drop this rock here. This is it. This is our home. All right, we're gonna put a note here. We'll make it probably just like pink. Home. There we go. There's our home. Hopefully we're not too close to that Triffid Grove. I need to find more rocks. You need 20 rocks to start a fire circle. Wild vegetables. This is insane. I'm not going to be able to live for very long. Found wire. There's a lot of stuff that you can find by foraging this way that will eventually be useful, although most of it won't be useful now. Right now I need rocks. Let's take a look at clothing that I can make. I guess it's considered armor. So I can make a birch bark pouch. I need a tool. Tool with cutting of 1 or more. 2 things with 2 hands? No, Jam. You can only hold one thing. You can literally only hold one thing. Cordage pouch. If I find enough, how much? Plant. Oh no, that's too much. I won't be able to find that. Backpack. Yeah, eventually you can. A lot of the stuff that you're seeing in the list right now is added by that Wild Living mod. Yeah, I'm gonna want to probably start hunting as soon as possible to get some materials here. I'm looking for if you're sorry. Murderous tree dust got my throat for a second there. If you are trying to find out what you can make with something, or recipes containing something, press F in the crafting window to open up the search, and then C:, and then type the thing. So if I type birch, birch bark is something that I can get really easy. So I can get a water jug with cordage. Cordage is going to be the tough stuff. Plant fiber and things. I think this pouch is probably going to be the first thing that I'd be able to make, but I need a tool with cutting of 1 or more. And archery set. Would a tool be under other, I suppose? I'm thinking, what can I make that has cutting? If I find a lump of steel somewhere that has hammering. Basically a stone hand axe. But I need something to hammer it with first. And for some reason, it won't let you use just a rock as a hammer. I don't think. Let's come through the other side of this area here and see if we can find some more stones. See if we can find some dang rocks. Almost there. I don't think a stone have dark cam. There's nothing I can do at the moment. It's because the sun is out, right? The heck is this over here? Oh. Spurge flower. Corpse of a human. I feel like... Oh, you know, this will be like sometimes corpses just randomly get generated places, and I suppose... Don't need the flower. Platinum dental grill. I'm just gonna wear that. I suppose we don't have any way to stop these things from generating. I'll ask you folks, what do you think? Should I be allowed to take anything from this to help me out, or rip things apart? If this is the only thing from the apocalypse that we have access to, might be the occasional corpse with stuff. I could rip apart... Actually, I don't even know if I could rip apart some of this stuff. I could wear some of this stuff. I could put on the earrings, which has no benefit whatsoever. Started naked. Where's my penance? Penance for what, though? I haven't actually done anything wrong. I basically just wanted to show off how this game can be used as a pure survival, wilderness survival game without the zombie apocalypse stuff. And from the start, with the help of this mod, we can build up to all kinds of technology. Alright, I'll leave the corpse. Here's a rock. Take that rock. I'm gonna wield that rock. There's a sharp rock over here. Ooh. Sharp rock does not have cutting ability. That seems wrong to me. This rock does have hammering. Okay, I can use this as a hammer. So, I can make a hand axe. Sweet. Using the sharp rock. I gotta keep my other rock as a hammer. Put it down and start working. So I have made a stone hand axe. I will have to drop the rock. Wield the stone hand axe. Okay. Okay. We've started naked. We now have a hand axe. So again, if I look for birch bark pouch, I now have a tool with cutting. I do need to find 900 plant... Oh, I need a bone? Why do I need a bone? Pants and a satchel of some kind are appropriately Neolithic. I would agree. Are you saying that I can go and... It is possible to start with nothing and build your way up. However, I'll put on the leather belt. I think this has a little bit of storage. It has a tiny bit of storage. I'll wear the leather belt. I am still naked other than the belt. And a poorly fitting dress. I'll wear that. I'm no longer naked, folks. No longer naked. I do have a poorly fitting dress, and I still have no inventory volume, so nothing with pockets, and I don't think there is anything with pockets here. No, there's not. So I still have no storage. I have a little bit of protection against the elements, and that's it. So what I'm going to have to do, essentially... Oh, rock. I'm excited about this rock I see over here. This one. There's a rock right there, but I can't take it. I have no way to store anything. What I can do... I would have to hunt an animal first anyway. Can I make any other clothing? Hey, Grimtides. I've never been so excited about rocks, Jen. I think I kind of need to hunt, right? I need to hunt. If I can get 6 pelts, I can make a hide bag, and that actually might be easier. However, hunting is not going to be easy. Dogbane. Why are you getting DF vibes? Well, this is a similar style of game. What we're doing right now is I am showing how Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, which is a zombie apocalypse roguelike survival game, can be used with tweaked settings to become... Oh, what is this? What are these? Cottonwood trees. Okay, there's a grove of cottonwood trees here. It can be used as a pure wilderness survival game. So we have disabled the monsters, we have disabled the buildings, and we just got We just got pure survival. And we're having a hard time because I made it extra hard for some reason by starting naked and afraid, which means I have nothing. I have no pockets. I have a syringe now. So there is one thing that I know, which is that fire will not spread across grass. Although you would think that maybe it should, it won't. So I can start a fire. One of the first things I need to figure out is I need a source of water. Or if not water, some source of hydration. That's the thing that will kill you the fastest. And with my hand axe, I can cut up a log or something into firewood, and I can create a fire starter. Fire drill. Fire drill. That's going to require thread as well. Everything requires thread. This is a problem. Yeah, you need food and you need... Oh goodness. I've lost part of the chat here. Yeah, you never want to be left naked in the wilds. It's true. It's true. Here's something incredibly stupid. I mean, I'm not going to say no. You have my... I'm curious. There's not a river nearby. No, there's not. There's just a swamp. And a triffid grove down here, which I want to stay well away from. Triffids are bad. Triffids are a real thing. That's not a zombie thing. That's a real plant that kills people. Small cardboard box. You can get very lucky and find modern stuff occasionally in the bushes. Not very often. I might be kind of boned here. I might not be able to really show much of anything here. Yeah. I'm trying to think of how to get water. Okay, I can eat the bird eggs. They're gonna make me feel bad, but they also have hydrating effects because they contain a lot of liquid. So that's actually a good way. Before you have access to water, you can't get... If you just drink the water you find, you will die of food poisoning. Vegetables. So yeah, basically the early game is going to be foraging, garlic seeds, foraging for food and materials. A lot of cardboard boxes out here in the woods. So this is basically long after the zombie apocalypse. I could eat the vegetables too, but I don't think... They don't have any hydration. No, they don't have any quench. Really what I keep hoping for is that I'll find... like cordage or string, and I haven't found any yet. Button had been around for 4,000 years before someone made a buttonhole. What did they use it for? Can I thought there was a way in this mod to cut down the grass. To get, like dead plants and stuff. Maybe that wasn't this mod. Found a heavy stick. Not the most useful thing you can find in the forest, to be honest. So yeah, either I need to find an animal and kill it with my hand axe made out of a sharpened rock. Or I have to get lucky and find something useful in here. Because I need some kind of cord. Decoration. Wow. Man, humans can be real dumb sometimes. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Humans can be real dumb sometimes. You can also eat dandelions. You don't enjoy it, but they give you some calories. You can also, as an early alcohol source, make dandelion wine. But we're not there yet. Thermos! I could use that to carry water. but I need to find an animal and kill it. Let's find an animal and kill it. And then maybe I'll even move on to the other game style that I wanted to share with you all today before I wear out my voice too much. And I go out into the field. I definitely saw a squirrel before. I don't know how much fur I'm going to get from a squirrel, but let's go around this field here. We're paying attention to this area, which is where any mobs are going to show up. We got nothing. And of course they are going to run away. So I will have to run after them. There's a squirrel. Where's the squirrel? Okay, this way. There's a couple of squirrels. They are already running away. Kind of trying to hide. Oh! What we have here, my friends, is some giant spiders. I don't know if the spiders themselves will spawn if we have mobs turned off. We have monsters turned off. Spiders can be a very good food source, actually. Once you're able to fight them. I have lost the squirrels. Squirrels are gone. They may have run into the spider webs. Possum. Where's the possum? Way up there. You can fight the spiders for food, but actually more useful than the spiders themselves is their eggs. So if you leave the spiders alive and don't kill them, you can sneak in and grab their eggs sometimes. Can you fashion a travois? Yes, I believe you can. I don't know if I have access to it. I do not have the recipe. I haven't learned how to make one, but I'm pretty sure you can make one, yes. I am sure I remember doing that in the past. There's a squirrel. Oh, there it is. I was going to point at the screen. You guys can't see. Right here. There's our squirrel. I'm gonna run. We'll see if I'm faster than a squirrel. Probably not. If I don't get myself caught in the webs here. Here we go. The squirrel did not run away from me. Yeah, we need another webcam behind me. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna whack the squirrel. Whack! What is the point of fighting? Oh no, I'm real sad because I ate bird eggs without cooking them. Oh, the squirrel was in the webs. I am very bad at this. So I am, because I feel miserable. Okay, I'm gonna butcher the corpse. I can do a full butchery with my stone knife. And what do we got? A single pelt. Chunk of fat, chunk of meat. I think I can safely eat the fat. Oh, it's got a lot of calories. Okay, that'll be good for a week. I can leave that there. This is gonna make me miserable, but really there's not a lot I can do right now that'll make me happy. Here's the bone that I need. But again, I have no way of carrying stuff. Absolutely nothing. So I have to leave it here and like drag stuff around and come back for it later. I won't eat the meat yet. What I will do, I will leave a note here. A red note. S for a symbol. Squirrel meat. So I remember to come back here when I'm ready to use this stuff. So again, what I'm trying to make is a birch bark pouch, or the other thing was, there was like a hide pouch, I think? Hide bag. Which requires 6 pelts, and I only have 1. So I would have to kill 6 squirrels. We could go and try for that possum. I need to, whoops, slow back down to a walk, probably catch my breath. So I caught this squirrel because it got stuck in the cobwebs. There's the possum up there. Let's approach it without running until we notice it start to run away. So there's a little dot on the map here. That's what I'm watching, and this is me. I'm trying to avoid stuff that will slow me down. Not doing a great job of that, it's gotta be said. Oh, we got another corpse here. So again, I could chop up some of these clothes and use that to make stuff, but it would be cool to see if I can make a pouch. So the possum is ignoring me so far. Okay, it is no longer ignoring me, it is now running away. So we'll go back to a run. See if we can run faster than a possum. It's not running away. It will be now. Okay, I am faster than it while I'm running, but not by much. Hey, we did it. Okay. Slow back down to a walk. How much do I get from a possum? Still just the one pelt. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is doable as a challenge. Very difficult. What is this on the map over here? Oh, it's just an area that got burnt down a little bit. There are some withered plants that I think you could turn into some kind of cordage, but you need a lot of them. So keeping in mind, I can't start a fire either until I have like some leather cord. Can I make cord? Short cordage piece. I can make a short cordage piece out of one withered plant. Okay, hold on. And that birch bark pouch requires 18 short cordage pieces. Whew. Or 3 long cordage pieces. Either way, I would have to drag them around with me because I have no storage. I'm trying to make storage is what I'm doing. Look at that splattered corpse. Oh my goodness. So, anyway. How valuable is it to make that thing with plant fiber? Not very, unless I have a very, very readily available source of plant fiber. As you can see, I would need 900 plant fiber, which is a lot. And I thought there was a way to get plant fiber from grass and stuff, but there doesn't seem to be. I think I can smash, like plants and stuff and get plant fiber, but it would take ages, I think. Let me see. I don't think it won't let me smash the grass. Will it let me smash this type of grass? No. I think it'll let me smash these. Yeah, and then I'll get one withered plant. What was it that I could make? I could make cordage out of one withered plant. How do I make a long cordage piece? 6 to 1. So it's the same amount of stuff. Ooh, this one gave me several. So let's make 3 of these. And there's... This could be doable, actually. If you don't smash those, they will eventually regenerate, I think. And you can search them again. So what we can do is we can press the / key to drag stuff along the ground. And now we have a nice stack of 5 short cordage pieces. It would take so long to do this. It is doable. And we have a bone nearby. And we can get birch bark pretty easily. Coming over here, where I'm close to these other ones. Get a couple more. Okay. Oh, and I also, because I don't have any cattail, dogbane, and hemp can be made into plant fiber. Oh, there were cattails nearby. There's a swamp over here. Oh, no, what is this now? So this is one of those quirks of the world generation where you can't turn it off. I'm just going to show you folks what this is. I think we've shown that this is viable. I'm not going to go through the whole process, I don't think, because I want to show you the other... I've already been going for 45 minutes, and I want to show you the other playstyle that which is the one I've actually been using lately, which is the classic slow horde of zombies. So this is a cabin, and it doesn't seem like you can stop these from generating. So we've got a stove here, we've got a fridge. It's not powered, but I think stuff will spoil a little bit slower if it's in the fridge. We got a tin of corn, a folding knife, a lighter. Now, obviously, if you want to play this as a pure survival simulator, you can just ignore these places, or once you have a fire source, you can just set them on fire and burn them down, or rip them apart for firewood. But yeah, these do spawn on the map. All right, as much as I am actually having a great time with this... Oh, there's another cobweb area. Maybe we could even come back to this sometime and give it a proper go. If anyone wants instructions on exactly how I made this world, let me know on Discord after the stream is over, and I'll share the link to the mod that I'm using along with instructions on how to use it and just a list of, specifications of how to create the world. We're gonna leave... What was my name here? We're gonna leave... Oh, of course, Steve. We're gonna leave Naked Steve here for now so that I can show you another gameplay type. Mini toots. Mini toots. And here's the other type of world that I wanted to share, which is sort of a polar opposite. Is there anything I want to add? I'm gonna add more city locations, more building, basically anything that adds more buildings. Actually, not this one. So there aren't gonna be any small towns. I am gonna blacklist fungal monsters because I don't find them fun. Simple as that. They are really difficult to deal with. I don't want to deal with them. And I am, again, gonna put on stats through skills. World options, here's where we're gonna go polar opposite, my friends. 16, city spacing, 0. We're going to make what's called a mega city world, where there's no wilderness, there's no escape, you're surrounded all the time. To be fair, you can carve out a safe area. There's sort of a bubble around the player, which is loaded at any time, and outside of that bubble, stuff doesn't act. So you can clear out an area and make a base, which is what I've been doing for the rest of today. You are the law. I'm gonna leave these. Okay, so spawn rate. Here's the first thing we change. Okay? When I think classic zombie apocalypse, I think, God, there's so many of them. So I'm changing this to 2. Now, changing a 1 to a 2 doesn't sound like much, but I am doubling the amount of monsters there are, and in cities, there are already a lot of monsters. So this is a lot. I'm gonna change the evolution scaling factor to 50. Because there are so many monsters, I have discovered that there's a much higher chance that one of them will evolve early, and you'll wind up with super-powered monsters really, really early in the game, which you don't want. Monster speed, 50. Monster resilience, I set this at 50 for my game. I'll do the same thing, because it was working pretty well balance-wise. And I think that's all we need to change here. Yeah, that's all we need to change here. So basically what we've done, there's going to be twice as many monsters, but they are half the speed and half the strength. So any one monster is not going to be a danger to you. The problem is going to be there's just so many, and you have a limited stamina. And if you run out of stamina, you're done. Ontario. Probably not Ontario. Let's just call it Megalopolis. I don't think I've made a world called Megalopolis yet. Okay, again, new character, custom character in Megalopolis. We'll get... Oh, no! Let's see. One of the... Can I just ignore? Can I just ignore? Some of the mods don't always necessarily work. So this is the extended buildings mod. Okay. We're gonna have to delete this one and try it again without the extended buildings mod, which apparently is not working. So let me just see if I can quickly... More city locations, additional buildings. Yeah, there's extended buildings. We'll just do those. No fungal monsters. Stats through skills. Change that. Change that. Sometimes when you're playing with mods, there's a little bit of trial and error involved. What can we do? Megalopolis. Try that again. And boom. Like nothing ever happened. Hopefully what we have now will work. Looking good. Okay. I will again do freeform because again, this is a very challenging scenario. I'm about to make it more challenging because we're going to start in a large building. So first of all, it is possible if you start this game like in a wilderness that it will generate a non-city area so that you can start in it. So I want to make sure that we are right in the thick of it as soon as we start. So we've got large building, profession. I can't remember what profession I chose last time, to be honest. I wasn't naked and afraid. I may have just chosen survivor. I think I chose something else. I don't remember what. Again, if there are any requests, put them in the chat. Otherwise, I'll find something that looks fun. And we'll get started. I don't want to spend too long on creating this character, right? Oh, I think I was an urban samurai. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that was the case. You start off with a little bit of melee skill and with a sword. I'm going to do the same values I did last time. And now, again, I'm making an overpowered character, but we're going in a very, very scary world where it's going to be important. I'm going to give myself fleet-footed, light step, night vision. I always take pack mule because it lets you carry more stuff. But of course, it says 40% more volume. So that previous character, 40% of 0 is still 0, right? Psychopath. This is a really important trait to have in this scenario because you have to kill a lot. If you don't take psychopath, this would be such a challenge that I don't know if I could do it. And I always take weak scent. The reason I always take weak scent is because the scent tracing abilities of the monsters have been dramatically increased since previous versions. And it's almost impossible to survive without that trait now. So I also want to give myself a challenge. So one thing that can be fun to do is to take a lot of these very basic, really, really useful positive traits and then one really difficult negative trait. Like, let's see. How about Pyromaniac? All right. So I will get bonus mood from being near fire, but I will get negative mood if I go too long without seeing fire. Okay. I think that's good enough. I will give myself point of cooking, point of dodging, point of fabrication, and a point of first aid. I think that's going to be really important. I already have a couple points in melee. I think we can leave it at that. Again, if anyone has a name request, I am closing my eyes and just kind of randomizing the gender here. This is the only way I know to do that. Female, for once, Steven. I'm noticing a trend. Stephanie. Could be a girl named Steven. Bob Pence. Well, we got a female now. Stephanie. We can also choose our starting location. I'm going to go with Mall Food Court because I find that is probably the most difficult place to start from. Bobina Pants. Look, we gotta make a decision. I'm going to have a couple sips of my drink because my throat's getting dry. Chat, sort it out. What's her name? I'm actually going to have my traditional menthol flavored candy here because my throat is getting really rough. Just keep me going for a little longer. All right, Bobertina it is. That's it. Submissions are closed. Again, we will save a template, Bobertina, And we're going to get into it. Prepare yourselves. Too late, Jam. You're too late. Okay. So, our intro text here is whether due to stubbornness, ignorance, or just plain bad luck, you missed the evacuation and are stuck in a large building full of the risen dead. So here's our starting spot. As you'll notice, this is the exact opposite of the previous run. We're in the middle of this mall, shopping center. The pink ones are, I believe, exits. We're kind of right in the middle of it here. And you'll notice there is nowhere safe to run to. What is this collection of Z's up here? Oh, it's a zoo. Okay. That's right. Because I turned on some more building things, there will be more stuff that I don't usually have. Forest. Sometimes it'll just be a single square of forest in the middle of a city. It's not useful, although I suppose it's a source of wood and stuff eventually. Although you can disassemble and smash stuff all over the city to get wood. The reason I'm checking all these green Fs is because a gardening shop also has a green F. There's a church here. Actually, churches can be good refuges. Oh, that's right. Actually, yeah, that might be okay. We basically have to pick a destination. By the way, reminder, I have one of the things that I added as a, hello, Cursed Whist. Recent build. This is the latest stable build. So I'm not in unstable because I tried out the, there's the nested containers and it's bad. It's bad and I hate it. Okay. So if anybody, if you're just paying attention, up in the top right here, by the way, is where it shows, well, uh-oh, I'm going to keep my cursor on the screen now. Try that again. Yeah, it's very messy. I'm sure it'll get better, but right now I'm saying nope to that. If anyone has a request for somewhere we need to go to, you can spend channel loyalty points to force me to go somewhere. Right now I'm looking for some place that looks like it might have some relative safety. And at the moment, I'm leaning towards this church. There will be mobs inside. If we can take care of them. It's kind of a decent-sized building with thick walls and stuff. And there's usually clothes and a few tools and things like that, maybe a little bit of food lying around. Of course, it may really come down to what's available. So there's no one in the room with us. We seem to have got lucky with that, at least. I feel cold. I need the warmth of a fire. So I have a sword, which I can use to attack zombies. Ideally, I just want to get a cudgel as soon as possible. There's no one in here. What's going on? Oh, here we go. Another tip, if you're going to do this little challenge, just go ahead and hit that exclamation mark and turn off safe mode, because it's not going to do you any good. I'm going to draw my sword. Now, because I've set the monsters to be slow, if you hit once, back up, they will never get the chance to hit you. Sometimes you can probably hit them twice, but I don't want to take any risks this early. So basically, I'm gonna have to smash this with my sword. I hope I don't break it. Okay. Southwest and above, you hear whomp. Oh my gosh. Someone's trying to break down a door. This is actually a much easier start than I expected. The last time I did this, I was literally just in the middle of a crowd of zombies. I think I must be... Am I upstairs? No, I'm not upstairs, because then it would show on the map. So the exit to the... Oh, it's locked. Uh-oh. I made noise trying the door. And now they're all going to come after me. They have got the door open. Or they've got the door damaged, but not open. So as long as you have room to back up, you can deal with them relatively safely. I'm gonna go ahead and be brave and go for 2 strikes at a time. However, you can see there's a lot more coming in behind, right? And I have limited stamina. This is actually a harder start than the last time I did this, because I'm going to have to fight a lot of them to get to a door. Oop. Oh no. Oh no. They're coming in the other way. I think I'm gonna probably have to go a different way. Why are all the doors locked? I am not familiar with this part of a shopping mall. Uh-oh. Oh boy. I might be boned, my friends. All the doors are locked. I was safe until I tried the doors. So again, no one zombie is gonna really be a danger to me. Uh-oh, I've been grabbed. I gotta be careful. I don't want to get overconfident. The problem is, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna run out of stamina. Because there's only a 1 wide corridor there, I'm not gonna be able to get to the door. We're probably gonna have to re-roll our character and start again. I'm kind of hoping they'll bust open the bottom part of that doorway there. Give me a chance to run out. Man. Oh! They busted it open. Now there's someone there. They can't get to you easily yet, but they can. They're coming at me one at a time, because here, look at, this is the issue right here. I can't catch my breath. Way out. Oh no. So what I'm gonna have to do is take some hits in order to get out of here. And this, my friends, is what I'm talking about. I don't know if I can get... No, I can't get out here. Loading bay. I gotta try to find my way to an entrance. And I can't run because I'm already low on stamina. So I am gonna take some hits. I should probably zoom out so I can get a look at where I'm going here. Oh no! This is a window! Crap! I think I'm gonna have to smash through the window. I'm not gonna be able to. Well, the zombies will break the window. Oh, crap. Locked. Of course it's locked. Oh no! I got fully surrounded, folks. And my stamina is just about dead. So this is... Can't close the door. We're not gonna do it this time. We're not gonna do it this time. There's no way out here. There's no... I've been grabbed. I'm too tired to do anything. And there we go. Watch my limbs get torn apart. It's beans. Jam, I think it's beans. We're just gonna... It's fine. Albertina. Last time. Last words, it's beans. All beans. All beans. I did kill 22 monsters. Okay. So what I'll do We'll use a preset character, Bob or Tina. And we're just gonna give it one more go. Jam, do you want to come up with a new name, or does anyone else? Next name I see in the chat. Oh, I'll randomize gender again. Female again. If I don't see Phyllis Shirley, Diane Hurley, Yen Power. There we go. You're all too slow. I'm going to change the starting location to the mall loading area. It's a little bit easier to get out, mostly because I don't want to start in exactly the same spot. So here we go. Let's give it a take two. So yeah, same mall. I think I should be able to get out here. Of course, it's locked. So I'm actually turn that off. I think you understand now why we turn that off. Will they not bust their way through? Is there... No, it's just more wall back here. Hi guys, nice to see you. Can you just break this glass for me? I would really appreciate your help. You guys are so bad at this. If you could just smash the glass for me. If you could just do that real quick. It's like playing with a cat through the window. Need a Richard Kickens? It's not very original, Gem. It is a good name. Hey. You want to smash the door down, maybe? You guys don't seem to be doing much to the window. Like, I can smash a chair or something and try to make a cudgel out of a plank. Oh no, it's too dark. I can't. In terms of raw power. If this one dies quickly as well... I should probably draw my sword. Come on, guys. You were just doing... Oh, here we go. Here we go. See? Was that so hard? Alright. Who's first? Yikes. You're a toughin'. Next. So right now I basically just have to hope there's not too many of them. Here we go. So this is gonna be fun. Let's see if I can get this open before somebody gets me. Dang. Did Junkie die? No, Junkie didn't die. Junkie's, I'm saving Junkie for Saturdays. I am showing off some alternative playstyles. So this is a playstyle where there's just so many zombies. They're weak and slow. Classic zombie movie style. Ah. I should probably check out these boxes, see if there's anything useful in them. Hoodie that doesn't fit well. We got down here. Oh, we got tons of candy. I'm gonna take the less unhealthy stuff. Some almonds. Oh, I do not have much storage space. Okay. Welding tanks would be useful eventually, but not right at the moment. Whoops. Alright, let's try this again. I'm not gonna bother smashing the corpses because, as you're about to see, it's just a drop in the dang bucket. Alright. Where are we headed, folks? We're finally out of the mall. Finally out of the mall. I might even run for the zoo? I need to pick a destination that might offer some safety. I was looking at the church, but the church is way over here. I don't know about that. Got over here. Open sewer. Probably not. Private park. Actually, there's a lot of kind of wilderness type areas here. Might be fewer zombies this way. Park. Maybe head for... Oh, and there's a liquor store there. Always handy to have a liquor store nearby. Maybe head for like one of these houses. Or maybe find a house that has a basement. So we'll start by going into this house here. Okay. Good. Now, as you can see, it wouldn't really be wise to try to fight all these guys. There's just too many. And you can also see on the map the kind of lines as they all see me and they just go whoosh, make a beeline for me. All right, this is the grocery store, isn't it? Yeah, I've already kind of gone above the house. There's a house across the street right up here. I'm gonna aim for that house. So again, I have made the zombies slow and weak. Ooh. Dang. Can't close the window now. I basically... Oh, there's a basement. A basement can be a good kind of safe place. Sewer rat. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of no sewer rat. God, I am bad with this sword. Sometimes you can duck down in a basement and like clean water. Take that. Just like hang out for a bit, catch your breath, and they might lose your trail. And sometimes they'll still come after you, but I would love to take that glass jar. But sewers full of really nasty drones and slithery things and zombies. It depends, I think. The other world that I've been playing, there is a sulfurous anthill nearby. And so all the sewers are full of acid ants. And it's very dangerous and bad. And I don't go down there. I stay really far away. Alright, I'm gonna catch my breath. So they will be following my scent. I could hang around down here for a bit. Maybe have a little snacky snack. Have some of this delicious meat jerky. Mmm. Tasty. No idea what time it is. I don't have any way of keeping track of the time yet. What's that? Sweatshirt. Alright, I'm gonna peek my head back upstairs. Looks like a couple of them are still following me. Looks like a couple of them are still following. Let's just close that. I do want to look for a backpack or something like that. Ooh, leg guards. I'll wear those. It's gonna be really handy. What's this? Oops. Reading light. Interesting. I'm not gonna take it now because I just don't have the storage. But yeah, if you're doing a challenge like this, pro tip, weave. Weave back and forth. It will make your scent harder to follow. And if you go on the streets, there's just so many, always. There's always just so many on the streets. What do we got here? Pocket knife. Take that. A mop? Won't take that. Oh, look at all this good food. I just don't have the space right now. One thing that I was doing last time I did this was just basically anything reasonably healthy that I see, I just eat it. Like, immediately. Let's eat that curry. I guess that's enough for now. I could wear some rollerblades. Again, I still want to find like a backpack if I can, or something like that. Some kind of storage. Nothing. Oh, someone's coming in that way. Window got smashed. Alright, I was kind of making my way over in this direction. Maybe I'll kind of snake up. I I'm gonna go through the dump. Dumps I have found tend to be very full of bad guys. Here we go. We got just a whole bunch of these folks hanging out in a big group down here. Probably want to avoid them. How many of them are aware of me? A few of them know I'm here. All the ones with yellow exclamation marks know I'm here. There's a few. Maybe it's too hard to see if you zoom out that far. Again, we'll snake through a little bit. I do see you, friend. I do see you. I understand your need for attention. I'm afraid I just... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful. Duck and weave. Duck and weave. No, I can't close from the outside. I am kind of heading towards the zoo, I guess. Maybe at the zoo. What we got here? Oh, aspirin. That's good. Take some aspirin. Still no storage. Sleeping bag. What I'd like to do now as a priority... Why is there blood on this sink? I want to make a cudgel. Because this sword is not that tough. At the moment, none of the ones over there are following me. It's possible I may have lost some of them. Okay. Well. I wish that was my Twitch follower count, Jen. I wish. It's not. We have another basement. Okay. Seems to be empty. Oh, a funnel. Actually, an aluminum bat could make a very good weapon. Yeah. Yeah. Let me sheathe my bucking. Take that bat and wield it. That's gonna be a great weapon, and I can smash without really worrying about it getting damaged, which is my big concern right now. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. So we do have a few friends up here waiting to give me a hug. I am allergic to hugs, so I gotta be careful about that. Maybe come through this way. Ooh, there's a pharmacy over there. What's this right here? Craft shop. Yeah, it's not going to be very useful to me at the moment. So as you can see, the streets are where the most zombies are. So that's why I'm kind of weaving between buildings as much as possible. Oh, it's a doctor's office. It's not a pharmacy. Dang. Military surplus. I am quite likely to find a bag of some sort in here. What do we got? Canteen, ballistic plate, some food. Food's not really going to be an issue, honestly. Got a lot of good stuff here that maybe I would come back for later. But yeah, we've got some ballistic vests. Empty ballistic. I think we wear that. Tactical helmet. Tactical helmet or army helmet? Let's compare. The army helmet is more encumbrance, less encumbrance, slightly less coverage, more warmth. Tactical helmet, more encumbrance, more coverage. I'm gonna go with the army helmet. Let's wear that. We got lots of, oh my goodness, there's so many MREs here. That's nuts. I don't need those right now. What I need now is, here we go. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Molly Pack? Now I've got 18 liters of storage, which is good. That's a good amount of storage. We got some elbow pads. Let's wear those. Do you have the fighting style with the Balkan? Does the bat work with it? I am not using any fighting style. I don't actually even know how to turn on a fighting style. Winter pants, poor fit. Winter pants, it's too warm for that. Leg ammo pouch might be useful later, but I already have I don't have knee pads. Let's wear those knee pads. I am allowing some guys to come in here. Army pants that would fit me. I'll wear those. Webbing belt. I think I'm good. In terms of stuff here. They don't see me now. I don't need any winter jackets. That's tactical gloves. There's all kinds of books that I could use later, but right now I need to cheese it. Head on out. I don't think there's a back way out of here. It doesn't seem to be. So what I'm gonna do, watch this. Watch this pro strat right here. I'm gonna lead him down here. The dogs can often catch up. Ooh, we got some zombie soldiers up there. That's not the best. Lead them this way. They'll follow my scent and stuff. Get lots of scent down here. And then we're gonna sneak on out. Still have to fight a few of them, probably. Oh, maybe not. Oh, and I'm out. Haha, suckers! No injuries yet. And then come back this way, away from the street. What do we got here? Doctor's office, house, fitness gym. Is there an immediately obvious way into the house? Door's locked. Ain't that just the dangdest thing? Got all these folks here. Once I have an area that is sort of like chosen as my base, then I'll start cleaning out some of the zomberts. Hi there. We got another downstairs. I did get bopped a little bit. I'm okay. I didn't get bit. That's the most important thing. I'm gonna grab that funnel. Air horn. Air horn would be a great way to make noise. Detergent will be real useful eventually. Take the clean water. Clean water might be hard for a little while. Until I have like a... Oops. I'm not gonna take the air horns. Ooh, a watch. I will wear that. Now I know what time it is. Sweet. That's just a t-shirt. Running around the daytime. There's no other choice, Jam. There's nowhere to hide. There's literally nowhere to hide. You have no choice but to run around in the daytime until you can find a relatively safe spot, which I'm hoping the zoo will be, and I'm not sure if it will. I haven't been to a zoo in a long while. I think it's a modded building. I need something with a reach attack as soon as possible. These guys don't actually see me. Somehow. For some reason, smashing corpses doesn't make any noise, which is absurd. But that's the way it is. So I need to go... I'm gonna have to smash this window out. It's gonna make some noise. I'm in a pretty good spot here. We're actually pretty close to that zoo. What is this again? Oh, this is a gun store. I don't want any guns right now. Guns feel like they would be a bad idea. Guns are loud. They call a lot of attention. And right now, all I want to do is avoid as much attention as I can. So this is the zoo up here. Yeah. Is the big rebellion... That is a mall, and that is where I started. which is why it's in the middle of the map. This is a proper challenge, my friends. Ooh. I'm not going to be able to get straight into the zoo, I don't think. I'm going to have to go through the parking lot. Ooh, we got a good basement here. There is someone down here, though. I'm gonna leave him to it. Oh, they broke down the fence. Well, so much for that. Fast food restaurant. Zoo parking is up there. That's probably how I'm gonna get in. Hello, Molotov Slurpee. I'm trying to find a way into the zoo. Oh, dang. Oh, no! I am hiding in a dumpster. I did not know I could do that. That is good to know. I seem to have trapped myself a little bit. Did trap myself a little bit. I'm gonna have to go out this way. So this is just a fast food restaurant. Zombie-infested basements are not the best, it's true. Whatever your thing is. I think I can go through here, around, and out the front door. So anyone who's just joining in, I am doing a very specific challenge where I have made a mega city map, no wilderness, all city, all the time, everywhere you go, starting in the middle of a mall, and I have mob spawns turned up to 200%. However, they are at 50% speed and strength. So they're slow and weak, but there's just so many of them. Okay. Probably gonna have to fight a few of these. I mean, I can avoid it, I think. Yeah, I can avoid it. Okay. Oops. Bar. I need to get to the zoo parking. And I am not even sure if this is the safe place to go to. Oh no, we found a pack of dogs. Pack of dogs is bad news, my friend. Dogs are fast. Okay, I can get out here. Close that behind me, and we're good. So we're in the zoo parking lot. Let's see if we can get into the zoo proper. There will be wild animals in here, of course. I think we are in the zoo. We are in the zoo. I don't think there's going to be too many zombies. There's going to be wild animals, which could be dangerous eventually. But they're not really my worry at the moment. I'm worried about zombies. Sibilant rattling sound. Okay, I'm close to the rattlesnake. Rattlesnake, I'm going to leave you to it. Is this safe? This might be safe. Yeah, we got another wall outside. Oh, what is this nonsense now? They busted down the brick wall? Alright, I'm gonna have to fight these guys. No, you come here onto the thing that slows you down. You got anything useful? Trail guide. Oops. I'll just read it. You don't need to pick that up. Too dark to... What kind of nonsense is that? Too dark to read. So that was a little bit of lag as it filled in some trails. Well, there's not a lot of trails, folks, as it turns out. There's some up here. I guess there's a little bit of wilderness here and there, but we're not in it. I will eventually want to build this wall back up. Yeah, come on over here, guys. I kind of want to clean this area out a little bit. Come on, one at a time. I have now found a relatively safe place to set up my... No, stop breaking stuff! You even know how rude that is? Very rude is the answer. It's very rude. Come on, Alright, smashy smashy. Remember, you gotta smash your corpses. If you don't smash your corpses, they're gonna come back and remind you that you didn't smash them. And you're gonna regret that. Let's check and make sure there's no other holes in the wall. Seem good over here. Good, good, good. There's noises, but I think they're just animal noises. So I will be able to repair that area there. In any case, there's several walls there. Let's explore this. Let's explore the rest of this zoo. What do we got in the lockers? We don't have a dang thing in the lockers is what we don't have. So we have doors into the animal cages. We're not going to open right now. That's true. It is what's in the basement that's a bad thing. It looks like a zoo is a good place to set up a base. I'm not seeing any zombies in here other than the ones who've come in off the street, which I now have a safe place from which to fight them off. I'm going to open this door so they don't smash it like a bunch of jerks. So I have plenty of space now to retreat if I need to. Ooh. Getting cocky. Don't do that. Don't get cocky. Don't get greedy, you know? Good. So as you can see, now that I have a safe place to retreat and catch my breath when needed, I can start picking them off. Anyone else nearby? Anyone else see me? They don't. Okay. Close that door. We got public toilets here. It's good. So yeah, what I would do at this point, obviously, is from this spot, I would eventually build some kind of fire-containing thing. And, uh-oh. Hey there, festering boars. What did you, oh dear. You guys got infected. That is a shame. Somebody's in here. We do have another boar, it seems, escaping from its pen. Oh, don't go after, what are those, meerkats or something? Otters. Leave the otters alone, my friend. You guys okay? Poor things, they're gonna get out now. Obviously, I'm gonna take on the care of these animals. Make sure they're all okay. Make sure I keep them fed. Look at this nice zoo. It's a really nice zoo. There seems to be nobody in here. I'm assuming like I'll find a zookeeper at some point. But yeah, from this kind of base area, let's start stockpiling stuff and start making little forays out into the city. To gather... oh goodness. We got a dead sheep, which I should probably go in and slaughter. Dead pig. I would like to know what's in there. Hi! A duck! We've got a duck. The otters are okay, Jam. The otters are okay. Is there a beast of some sort in here? There's a pig, another sheep. They seem okay. Why are the other ones dead? So I'll come in here, butcher up the ones that have died and use them for meat and hide and stuff like that. Just, you know, use them as resources. But yeah, that's basically my strategy for this challenge, which I have been enjoying a great deal. I really have. I have been playing a lot of, not this particular save file, but this challenge. We got empty refrigerators. Kind kind of nonsense is this? Dried beans, that's good. That's healthy food. Chocolate drink, not especially. Okay. I think I'm basically, that's pretty much all I wanted to, oh, beans. That's basically all I wanted to show you folks for this. The otters are free! Run, otters, run! It's so cute. Otters are cute. Yeah, so from here I would go out. I would, oh, there's actually a wilderness area out here. I don't understand why this happens sometimes. In my other game world where I have this challenge, I have not found any wilderness. But I would go out and start raiding these buildings, finding the good supplies, bringing them back, and slowly cutting back the zombie population to create a bigger and bigger safe bubble, and then gradually start cleaning out the whole city. And eventually with the goal of clearing out the mall, which, because this is where you started, this is the first place that zombies will start mutating. So by the time I get back here with, or I'm feeling like I'm kitted out and I'm ready to take on the mall, there'll be higher level zombies there. I played Neo Scavenger. I played it once ages ago. I think it was in early access or maybe even an alpha or something. And I found it very confusing. But it is actually on my list of games to get back to try. Because I think that will probably be fun. Why don't I show you folks, very briefly, and then I'm going to go because my voice is dying. I'll show you folks the offline world that I've been playing, where I have been playing a lot of hours in this world. So I have a pretty big area that is cleared out. Load, load, load. Here we go. So what I did in this one, the safe place that I wound up finding, again, I started in the mall. I also found a map that filled in a lot of these other buildings and stuff. That's why there's so much filled in out here. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. So I started here, and there's these two home improvement superstores right next to it. There's a lot of cathedrals here, and at first I saw this cathedral, and I was like, that is definitely going to be my base. I wanted to go for this one, but because of where I started and where I was able to get out, I ended up down here, and I wasn't about to go back that way. So I headed for this cathedral, and then, turns out, my friends, that this little percent sign here, yeah, that's a sulfurous anthill. And this whole area is fully infested with acidic ants. I have discovered that if you are riding a bicycle and you go in there, they can't hit you with their acid, and then it's actually a pretty simple matter to kill them. However, I can't go down underground with the bicycle, and so the moment I go down, they burn my legs off. And as you can see, my legs have been healing for about a week. They were down to the very last line. I just barely retained my legs. What I've been doing here today is cleaning up this area, so there was just all corpses and junk all around here. Where I ended up heading to was a large office tower. Once I managed to clean out part of it, which I did by coming down here into this little alley, kind of funnel them in, which I'm starting to clear out. There's corpses all along here. Then I slowly made my way into the building and started to clear it out, and I now have my home base on the second floor because this is where the kitchen is. So here's the kitchen here. I got all my stuff. I have just a truly insane amount of food. And I'm not eating it all right now. Because in the course of about 5 days, the game decided that I was obese from eating too much. And apparently, if you are obese, you don't need to eat at all. And you'll just very slowly lose weight over a couple of days. It's not a very realistic system, I gotta tell you. I've been deconstructing furniture for wood to use for fire and for nails and stuff like that, to use crafting materials. I have a system here. These are all the books that I still can learn from or have recipes in them. Here's my scraps. There's some random dandelion seeds. All my tools are here. That's the book I'm currently reading. And here's my aluminum keg of clean water. As you can see, 200 water you can store in a keg, and if you look on the map, right across the street there's a liquor store. And when I went into... This is where I sleep, by the way, on the couch. Right there. Got a jug of cheap wine by the couch in case I need some help sleeping. There's a shopping cart that I grabbed that I was going around and looting places with. This whole area is very cleaned out, except for underground. Underground is full of sulfurous ants. But yeah, you come into the liquor store, and you go into the back room, and there's all these kegs, and some of them were empty. And I just grabbed a couple of empty ones. I got really lucky, and it started raining on like day 2 or day 3. And I set up a funnel with a keg, and I got myself 200 liters of water, brought that upstairs, and then spent like 8 hours just boiling all the water. So I have a keg full of completely clean water. Here I am burning zombie corpses and unwanted dirty clothes because I had too many clothes. And here I'm making some charcoal. Put the charcoal here. I found a garden supply shop, and I took all the seeds, and I've been farming up here. I know this is not the most efficient way to farm, but... Oh, I've got some unplanted ones here. I should plant some. I have tons of seeds left. Down here's my seeds. Just tons of seeds. I'll be set for food once that stuff starts growing. But, yeah. So this is where you can end up with this type of map. I'm having a blast. I'm really enjoying this. From the northwest and below, you hear crash. Down in the sewers are many, many ants. I don't recommend going down there. Here I've been, like, taking all the useful stuff from the zombie corpses and, like, sorting them into piles. It's just been a lot of cleanup. It's been a lot of tidying. All right, folks, my voice is dying. I'm very, very tired. This has been very fun. Next Wednesday, I will go back to doing new indie games, first looks, reviews, things like that. Saturday, I will be doing CDDA again, and we will go back to Junkie, who is still alive and who has been waiting for a couple weeks now to get back into it. And then Tuesday will be Return of the Obra Dinn. We're kind of doing pretty well in Return of the Obra Dinn, actually. I think that's all the things. Let me see if there's maybe somebody we can raid. It's just Matt Calder, basically. Blind IRL is online, but he's not actually playing anything yet. Game suggestions. Right now, I have a huge long list of games that I need to get through. So I am not trying to get any new games right now. I have a spreadsheet linked on my Discord. I should put it on the Twitch as well, which you can look through. And if I have those games on there, you can absolutely request that I do them next, probably after Obra Dinn on Tuesdays, or if I run out of stuff to review on Wednesdays. Somebody remind me to put the link on the Twitch as well. But if you join the Discord, I think I've got a command that's just Discord, yeah? Yeah. You can join the Discord, and it's pinned on there in the Stream Room channel. I have not played either of those games as of now. Folks, do you feel like watching my friend Matt play Pokemon Conquest? Or are you happy to just say goodbye? I'll leave that up to you, my friends. How you feeling? What are you feeling like? Do you want to watch somebody play Pokemon Conquest? I don't even really know. It's like a Pokemon tactics game. I always feel bad if I do a raid and then everyone immediately leaves, though. So if you're not going to stick around and watch them play, then we'll just end the stream rather than do sort of a false raid. Oh, voice is properly dying, my friends. What do you think? Do I hear any one of 4? Matt playing Pokemon Conquest? Or shall we say, nobody used any of the channel point redemption things this time. You were all very kind to me. Sure, Jem, you wanna go and raid Matt? All right, we'll go and raid Matt. I'll put up my little goodbye screen and drink lots and lots of water. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Come back Saturday. I'll be playing more of this game, and yeah, that's basically all I have to Matt Calder. Basically all I have to say. I love you all very much. Come hang out on the Discord if you're not there. See you next time. Bye.
Totally Toku.